I did not come to play. I ain't got no limit.
It's Justin Diego back with another binge-worthy video. And today, I don't know y'all, I just woke up and I decided that I want to do something a little bit different and kind of give you guys a 2024 end of year Q&A slash like, what's going on with me? I don't know. I've been wanting to make this video for a while, ever since I made the decision to get on camera randomly at the end of last year. Like, I don't know if y'all have noticed, but it's been like almost a whole year of me almost exclusively being on camera and not really having to rely on my binge emoji anymore. And it's been a journey. I mean, that's why I say almost exclusively, because sometimes I'll be honest, like when it gets complicated, it's so much easier for me to just kick out that video using the binge emoji, but we'll talk more about that a little bit later. Anyway, so yeah, this is a different type of video for me. I'm obviously a little bit nervous for some reason. I don't know why, but y'all be making me nervous. Like you just sitting there expecting some tea about Real Housewives of Atlanta. You might get some, you might not. And I don't know, that makes me nervous.
Oh my goodness, I'm so embarrassed.
Don't be embarrassed, they love you. There's so many good questions that came in, so I'm excited to do my very first Q&A and get into some things.
I did not come to play.
Go ahead and like this video and subscribe to my channel right now. And be sure to slam that bell button so that you never miss another binge-worthy upload. And for sure, you do not want to miss a huge announcement that I'm making at the end of this video. So be sure to stick around until the very end so that you can know what's good with Bingeworthy in 2025.
Oh my God, y'all, oh my God.
I'm just saying, like, you're not gonna wanna miss it. So definitely stick around to the end of the video. So let's get started. It's time for Hot Topics.
Let's get started. It's time for Hot Topics.
Okay, so the very first question is, Biz, you look nothing like that cartoon, exclamation point, with the crying laughing face emojis. Actually, now that I'm doing this, do I need to still do the exclamation points in the cartoon or the emojis? Like, should I just read the comments and shut the hell up? Where is the hair edge? Question mark, question mark. I don't know, for some reason I feel like you're trying to drag me right now. And it's like, why are you trying to drag me? You got me nervous about this Q&A because this is how we started? Is this who we are?
Oh my God. Is this who we are?
Some people say I look like the damn emoji. Some people say I don't. I don't know. It's just fun to try the wigs with you guys because I'm never gonna put a wig on my head. Well, never say never, because actually, shoot, if somebody hooked me up with some dreadlocks or something that looks actually kind of cute, I don't know. Oh no, I might have to put on a wig on YouTube. I actually started off saying I'm never gonna do the wig thing because, you know. But yeah, there is no hair. I've been bald since I was 25, child. I let it go really early. But I love doing the wigs because I feel like it's fun. I feel like it gives me a chance to like play around with you guys and troll y'all, especially if I pull out that Mama Joyce wig. Aha! So did you just admit that you be using me for clout? Ain't no! The Mama Joyce wig go crazy. When I get nervous, my eyes start watering. I don't know what that's about. It'd be pissing me off because it'd be messing up my damn videos. What the fuck? All right, the next question is from Ella in London. She says, would you be down to host the reunions one day? And where is the petition for me to sign? Question mark. I love the commentary, by the way. It is so elevated and I can't put my finger on it, but it's just miles ahead. You're different and I can't understand how they haven't hired you yet. You know what, Ella from London? First of all, I love London. My dog's name is London. I went to London like 2 or 3 times in the last couple of years, and I plan on going again, especially if Beyonce stops playing around and drops this Cowboy Carter tour. But, damn, what was the question? Oh, could I see myself hosting the reunion one day? I would love an opportunity like that. I feel like That's a little bit up there though. Like, y'all know I be having my head in the clouds too, but I just feel like going from never working with Bravo to to hosting the reunion, that's a big jump. I kind of want to start with Watch What Happens Live, maybe being at the bar or something, or like having a segment at the reunion, kind of like Nicki Minaj had now. That would be amazing. Team Bravo, let's talk, because actually I think that would be fun for me. Yeah.
Yeah. You know what? Hell yeah. Yeah.
I guess to answer your question, yes, I would love to host the reunion. One day though. Maybe not tomorrow, but one day.
Wishful thinking. Yeah. You're a dreamer. You dream a lot in your sleep.
The next question is, do you have any of the Real Housewives of Atlanta's personal number? Actually, I do. I think the first personal number that I got was actually Kandi Burruss. You know, we have probably the most history together. We've worked together, we've made money together. She took me to a taping of her on The Real out in LA, and I believe that was on my birthday, so that was very, very special to me. Kandi was always really, really thoughtful whenever, you know, we worked together, and whenever we were good Judies, she would call me and give me all the Real Housewives of Atlanta tea. But at the time, that was before I really started doing YouTube, so I kind of kept my mouth closed and everything. But so yeah, Kandi, I have Kenya's number, unless she's changed it, unless she's blocked me.
I'm on my worst behavior. Worst behavior. Yeah. Yeah. I'm on my worst behavior. Worst behavior. Yeah.
Me and Kenya have been in talks of working together before, so Team Twirl, can you get off my back? And yeah, I've never had Nene's number, but me and Nene has been in talks of working together too through a mutual friend. I don't have Portia's number, but I do have Dennis's number. And fun fact, PJ's page, I actually helped them secure that name because as soon as they dropped that People magazine article back like 5 years ago and they announced Pilar's name, I just knew somebody was gonna grab that. So Portia and Dennis actually hopped on FaceTime with me and they let me see PJ before everybody else. So I just thought that was so special. So I don't have her number yet. Next time I see Portia, I'm gonna ask for her number. Because I guess, should I have Housewives' number? I feel like these days we can just DM. Do I really need to have their numbers? Is there anybody else? I don't think there's anybody else. I'm pretty sure I'll have more numbers by the end of this season, but I'm not gonna say too much this yet.
Pardon?
No.
No what?
The next question is, Justin, what do you think was the 3 best drama stories of 2024? We know Kenya, so that's why I'm asking for 3. Happy Christmas and Happy New Year. Well, first of all, Trudy Ann Barker, Happy Christmas. Happy Christmas and Happy New Year to you too. Right off the bat, for sure, the Kenya versus Britt storyline is one of the biggest, most dramatic / catastrophic stories of this year. I think Portia announcing her divorce was also huge. Tie that up with her announcing her comeback, but really her announcing the divorce.
She ain't right.
Was a big, big, big story this year. And what's one more story? I would have to say maybe Phaedra coming back to the Real Housewives of Atlanta after like 25 years. Like, it took forever and we're finally here. So yeah, those would be my 3 biggest stories of the year. The next question is from one of Kandi's iconic fan pages called Kandi's Kingdom. Follow them, I love them. They always keep me hollering on Instagram. They said, do you think that there is a possibility that Kandi will return to the Real Housewives of Atlanta? I feel like Kandi, she's one of those people, kind of like Cynthia. I feel like anytime they really want to be back in this mix, I feel like Bravo always will have an open invitation for them. So yeah, I do think that Kandi will be back on the Real Housewives of Atlanta one day. I just feel like if I were Kandi, I would kind of hold off though. Like, I would let Phaedra at least get one full season in? Before, she tried to come back. So like maybe in 2 or 3 years, I could see Kandi coming back. By then she'll probably have her EGOT, she probably gonna have another kid or something big. I don't know. Hopefully she'll stay with Todd because I don't really want to see a divorce storyline from her. Because I feel like Kandi and Todd, they have the same anniversary as Jay-Z and Beyonce. So I feel like y'all gotta stick together as long as Beyonce stays with Jay-Z. And from the looks of things, she's gonna stay with him for a long time. And so would I, girl. So yeah, I could see a Kandi return for the Real Housewives of Atlanta for sure. The next question is from Danny from Fayetteville, North Carolina. Fun fact, that's actually where I'm from. I don't talk about it a lot because Danny, like Fayetteville is like, it ain't the best place to be from. And it's such a small town. And I always knew at a young age that I was a big city girl. Like I needed to leave my small town and move to a big city. And I've never looked back since I moved. I've visited a couple times, but let me stop dragging Fayetteville. Sorry, Danny. Oh my God, sorry. She says, who do you think will be the breakout housewife when the new Housewives of Atlanta airs? You know what, y'all? I decided to take a little bit of a different approach with these new girls this year because it's very easy to like pick a side and like try to figure out who's the queen. And I just decided to go into this season trying to not really kiss, but to give them, first of all, a level playing field. I just didn't want to be biased or like judge them too early. So right now, I can't say who I think, damn, what was the question? I didn't realize how long-winded I am. Normally I operate from like a strict script/outline, so I don't get to really be long-winded, but damn, like I'm realizing I'll be long-winded. She said, who do I think is the breakout housewife? Yeah, like I don't want to say yet. I think that we're just gonna have to wait and see like who is the breakout star by like episode 10. Like we should know by episode 10. Another binge watcher said, I don't ever see you outside. What part of Atlanta are you hiding in? Question mark with the side eye emoji. First of all, Victoria, I ain't hiding nowhere. I be out here in these streets. Where you be, girl? Where you be? OTP? Because I'm ITP. I'm just playing. I don't know. I be at the grocery store. I be at the bar. I love a good cocktail now. If y'all ever want to take me out for cocktails, just hit me in the DM. I don't do a lot of clubs and stuff. I don't really like being outside for real. Like my friends be having to beg me to go to that belt line. Like so many people be dragging me to that damn belt line. I don't get what the big deal is about that belt line. But yeah, I don't know. I just do normal stuff. Probably more gay stuff these days. But yeah, I don't be hiding, girl. I just be working, putting out videos.
Bitch.
This next comment had me screaming. Mr. March on YouTube said, without crashing out mentally, can you tell us your greatest personal battle this year and which Bravo celebrity most embodies how you got through it or how you felt going through it? Yeah, heavy on the without crashing out because, child, this year I definitely crashed the hell out for sure.
What was that? It was scary. It was scary. It was really scary. And
you guys know that I decided to come on camera. I believe it was December of last year. If it wasn't December, it may have been October or November. And I did it. And I didn't create a video where I was just like, oh, yo, I'm coming on camera because I wasn't sure at the time if I was gonna stay. If I'm honest, I was really nervous and I knew I had this feeling inside of me that it was time to to take that next step. Because again, y'all, I'm always looking to do better. I'm looking to grow. And I'm always trying to like figure out a way to reinvent myself without completely changing everything. And I kind of saved coming on camera as like I'm ready to like get everything that I've been wanting. Like, I just felt like me not being on camera was stopping a lot of stuff. Like, I don't know if you guys remember my Hulu collab with Queens that I did in 2021. I ran into a lot of issues with not being on camera. Like, it became like a legal issue using the avatar in that campaign. And that was sort of a wake-up call, and it kind of made me nervous because I'm like, damn, like, I wonder how much bread I'm leaving on the table by not being comfortable on camera yet. So yeah, I came on camera and I committed to being on camera this whole year, and it flopped. It was flopping, and that really made me nervous because I was like, damn, like the girls don't want to see me on camera. So I struggle with that a lot in the beginning. And then I would say a couple months into it, I tried it again, and I just decided, like, no matter what, this is something that I know I need to do, and I'm gonna see it through, and I'm committing. Like, I love being on camera now. And I started to really appreciate how much I was learning and like how much I was personally growing. And I felt like if I got on camera and I stayed and I learned that, it was me like overcoming this personal obstacle and like really overcoming this thing inside of me where I realized that I don't really like to be perceived a lot. Like, that is something that I've always struggled with because I like to be so in control of the way that I'm perceived. So if I'm not in control of like how people will receive me, it's always made me nervous. So I've been working on overcoming that. And then we got the hiatus from Housewives. And I wasn't getting the views and I wasn't getting the brand deals, and every door was getting closed in my face behind the scenes, and it was just no. And then the Kenya thing happened. And the Kenya thing happened, and if you actually watch my channel, you know that I got disinvited from the Kenya Moore hair salon grand opening, and it really bothered me, and I really crashed out because I felt like, okay, I'm being on camera, I'm being brave, I am raising the bar, and I had committed to like, oh, I'm gonna start going to tapings and I'm gonna start like doing interviews and all this stuff. So when Kenya shut that down, it was just so, I don't think she realized, obviously she didn't know because nobody knew this, but that was like world shattering to me because I just saw it as like, damn, like, am I not invited in this space that I have helped curate and build community in for all these years? It was just like such a slap in the face, and it started a real weird time for me because it made me feel like, damn, am I not that girl? Like, do I not have the respect that I thought I had? And if that's true, like, is it time to exit stage left? Because I kind of get bored of doing the same exact thing over and over again. And I want to always figure out a way to do better. Like, I always want to grow. And I felt like it was important for me to start to like come around and like see the way things are actually being done. And when Kenya kind of shut that down, that definitely sucked.
Clap if you're judging her.
But I will say, in hindsight, it really was a blessing in disguise because when the other housewives found out about that, they really worked overtime to like start building relationships with me. And I really love that for me. And I love that for y'all. And I love that for us because that is important. Like, I feel like we're at a place, and it goes back to one of those questions that one of my binge watchers asked earlier, where it's like, okay, you got the commentators and you got the influencers who really pay attention to what the fans want, and we pay attention to what what's going on with the show. And I feel like we're the perfect kind of middleman. And like at some point, if we're gonna do this, we kind of need a little bit more access, and we need a lot more respect to be able to do it well, especially moving into like the future. So yeah, I'm so grateful that I was able to start going to different tapings. I was able to see the way that they run this ship, and I was shocked.
And then like,
and I can't really speak on it yet, but of course I have footage and I have videos that I'm gonna put out, and I have so much to share with you guys like in 2025 once the show starts rolling out. But it was cool being on set and like seeing producers and like executives and them really respect me and show me love. And like, I wouldn't say they gave me a seat at the table, but they gave me access to feel validated. And I feel like they poured into me and they kind of like re-inspired me and helped me to come out of that weird space that I was in. And it's been up. Like, there's so much fun stuff that I can't talk about yet. But yeah, like, it's funny that I went through like such a tough personal time, and then now I'm on the other side of it and things have paid off. And I don't know, that's probably a long way to answer that question. But wait, you said which housewife is similar? Child, nobody. I would say maybe Portia's comeback reminds me a lot of my personal struggles this year. Like, I feel like Portia left and then she came back bigger and badder than ever. And from the looks of it, it seems like the best days are only ahead of her. So I feel the same about myself. Like, after getting over that and like locking in, like, I've had a really, really exciting year, and there is so much on the horizon. So yeah.
It's always your time will come, your time will come. When, bitch? I'm tired! Look at me!
RHO World on Instagram asked, if you were asked to become the first male to join the Real Housewives of Atlanta, as a peach holder, would you join?
Wow.
Y'all, this is gonna be a quick answer. Probably not. No, like, my goal has never been to be on the show. Like, I don't really want to be a friend of nothing like that. Like, I love reality TV, and I really, my dream would be to work on the show. Like, I don't want to be in front of the camera. I want to be like calling the shots, baby, or at least helping call the shots. That is the goal. So yeah, that would be fun for them to have like guys on the show, but I don't think it should be me. Maybe things will change after I get married and have a baby or two, but right now, no. Tony from Houston says, I'd love to know, how does all this feel for you? Being where you're at and building the platform that you've built, how does having this avenue of influence make you feel? I feel like I never really was taking it in until I came on camera, because it's a whole different thing. Like, now when I go out, I'm actually getting the chance to meet so many of you guys who actually tell me so many stories, and like, you guys pour into me when you see me in real life. And I don't know, it kind of has made it real, because when I wasn't on camera, it was easy to be like, you know, whatever. And every now and then I would get recognized just for my voice, which was always strange, but it wasn't as often as it is now. Like, literally when I go out, like, most of the time there's somebody at the bar who comes up to me and just tells me how much they appreciate the channel. And I don't know, like, it's still surreal, because I see the numbers and I know that I've been doing this a long time, but it's hard to know how many people that you've touched and how many people who you've inspired. And it just makes me really, really want to do so much more. And it makes me just want to pour more into you guys. And it makes me proud of what I've created here. And it really feels good. It really does. And I try to remember that whenever things get hard, because it does get hard doing this, and it is time consuming, it is exhausting. But I try to remember those conversations, and I try to remember the comments, and I try to remember that this is a privilege, and this is a gift. This is something that I prayed for. This is something that I manifested, and this is something that I do not take for granted. So right now, I am giving myself permission to enjoy the fruits of my labor and to just have a good time with everything that I do here on YouTube. So yeah, thanks for asking that. I really appreciate that question. Another binge watcher says, I'd love to know your thoughts about how you see smart reality shows, all networks and platforms in general, engaging with and even collaborating with social media audiences and commentary creators in 2025 and beyond. From my armchair view, TV show commentary creators are driving conversations, conducting investigations and interviews, and are really setting the voice that say what people want to see on their TVs. How do you think smart shows should respond and engage moving forward in 2025 and beyond? Like, this is such a great observation. Like, this is something that I have been wondering about for years. I think it would be really, really, really smart for Bravo to step it up and start working with creators like myself, like House of Aaron, like Jamie, that's me, like Scotty by Nature, like so many really, really good creators who have been loyal to Bravo, and they have really held it down in the housewife space. Y'all know Michelle Atilian Brown, love her or hate her. She was one of the OGs. And I just feel like it's time for them to not just acknowledge us, but to partner with us. And like, I don't know, maybe sponsor a podcast, maybe sponsor some sort of like Watch What Happens Live adjacent series. I don't know, but I have been working with my team to maybe initiate some of these things. And it's not been that easy because networks really don't get it. Like, I don't think that they understand the power of what happens here. Like, especially with what I do, like I do it at a level that's already as close to TV as possible, you know, with just a single person running the whole damn show. But I don't know, like, unfortunately, it's not really, you know, happened the way that I've wanted it to go. But I will say that I really do feel good about 2025 and beyond. And I think that you're probably going to see a lot of the smart networks doing a lot more collaborations and partnerships with influential creators in the commentary space, for sure.
You know what I'm saying? That's it.
This next question is from Brenda in Arkansas. She says, I've been a binge watcher for years. Thank you, Miss Brenda. I love that. She asks, what are your thoughts on having a podcast? You can call it Bingeworthy Thursday Podcast, where you quench our thirst with all the tea on Thursdays. Girl, not you got the idea and the date. Okay, let me find out you about to be a producer assistant for my new podcast coming in 2026. I think about doing podcasts. I feel like I sounded like Wendy Williams. The podcast. I think about doing podcasts every now and then. I've tried to ask my bestie to do a podcast with me, but I don't really know where that's at. I don't know. I feel like if I do a podcast though, it has to be one or two ways. I would need to have a really, really good co-host to where we do it over and over again and we have a good relationship, like House of Aaron. I feel like he would be perfect for a podcast with me. Or there's this new girl who just now started TikTok. Her name is Hot Bravo Takes.
Garcelle is upset that Dorit is getting along so well with Bose because now Garcelle doesn't have any room in order to paint Dorit out to be a. You can fool a lot of people, Garcelle, but you can't fool me. From one token black girl to another, you cannot fool me with this foolery.
That girl is so funny. I love that she's a black woman entering this space that is really white, or it's really like the gays, you know, the black men. We team We got the Bravo. What do you call it? Bravo blogging? No. We got like the Bravo fan. What is this called?
Oh, you sound like you slow.
We got it on lock. So I'm always happy when I see other people. Of course, we have Michelle and we have different Black creators, but to see new Black women enter the space is always really exciting, especially when you do it at such a good level. And Bravo Hot Takes, girl, anytime you want to come to Atlanta and collab, I am down. I love her content. Conversation with Kay on Instagram says, do you ever see a future with Nene Leakes returning to the Real Housewives of Atlanta? First of all, thanks for being a loyal binge watcher and like showing love on all platforms. I don't know, that's an easy question. Like, of course, I see a future where Nene can come back. We saw recently that Andy has been acknowledging Nene again. We see that Nene finally got to work back in a Bravo/NBC adjacent network. She had like a red carpet hosting gig, and that was a good signal to like her status with the network. And I have some high hopes. I don't think it's time just yet. I do think that I really want the network to really get behind the girls of Real Housewives of Atlanta season 16 for at least 2 seasons before they start really dibbling and dabbling and adding people like Nene or Kandi or anybody back into the mix. But yeah, I do think that Nene should definitely go on Traders or something in the meantime, because yeah. Drew Sidora fan page says, what's your favorite Drew song? Now you already know the answer to this. It's the song that she did with Portia's baby daddy, Dennis. I got 5 on it. Hey. Yeah, I love that song. And like it's still charting on my car right now. It's still on the charts.
That's what's up, bro. Good to hear. That's good to hear.
Ooh, Drew recently let me hear a sneak peek of her one of her new songs is actually a Afrobeat song that was really, really good. I think that you guys are gonna love that when you finally hear that. But yeah, right now it's still, I got 5 on it, but when I hear this new album from her, that might change. Another binge watcher says, first, let me say, you were born for this. Your videos always put a smile on my face. How do you balance personal and YouTube life? First of all, Ava, thanks for saying that. Sometimes I be wondering, y'all, like, is this what I'm supposed to be doing? Like, am I flopping right now? Or should I, like, keep going? Like, it's not as easy as y'all think. I could do better at balancing YouTube and my personal life right now. I feel like I work a little bit too much, even though it probably doesn't seem like I put out that much content. But can y'all be honest? In 2025, I put out a lot of content. Like, I would say this is probably my most productive year. Yeah, this is my most productive year on YouTube. I try to balance it by hanging out with my friends and like going on a couple of trips and not staying too caught up on the numbers and whatever, but you know, I could work on that in 2025. Tiffany from Kansas City, Missouri asks, what are your plans for yourself and your channel in 2025? I love your videos. And another binge watcher says, what's your goals for 2025? I love that you guys are already thinking about what's in the near future for me, because of course I am always thinking about what's next. So I have an announcement. Hey you, I see you about to click off. I got an announcement. Come closer to the screen. Come on. Yeah. Okay, so I don't know if you guys have known this, but I have always dreamed of producing a Real not a Real Housewives. I've always dreamed of producing a reality show. I've tried it out. I've done like some vlogging / little stuff. I've had some clients where I help them come up with their little pilots, but I've never created or helped produce a show of my own. And that's all about to change, because I am excited to announce that you are looking at the new co-executive producer of Chasing Atlanta Season 7. Okay, I know that some of y'all are like, what the hell? Chasing Atlanta? What? And then some of y'all are like, what? Justin Diego about to make Chasing Atlanta binge-worthy? You know what? Hell yeah. Hell yeah.
Yeah. You know what? Hell yeah. Yeah.
I don't know. This is something that I have been wanting to do forever. Like, Ondario has created this brand called Chasing Reality, and there's Chasing Atlanta, there's Chasing Dallas, there's Chasing LA, and now there's even Chasing Orlando. And I have been looking at him just build this empire from the very beginning, and I've been inspired by him. And I don't know, like, I've always been like, damn, what am I gonna do? Am I gonna host a reunion one year? Am I gonna like edit one episode? What am I gonna do? What am I gonna do? And I was never really ready. And if you're a loyal binge watcher, then you know that in 2020, I got like this grand idea to like come up with my own show, and I cast it for it. And in 2021, I announced the name, and I announced that we were about to start filming and everything. And then I moved from California back to Atlanta to start filming the show. And then I got a divorce. No, for real, I didn't get a divorce, but I was in a very serious relationship, and it really threw me off. Like, I didn't expect it. I did not see it coming. And I unfortunately had to like walk away from the idea and shelf it. And I've kind of always regretted it. And I've been growing on Bingeworthy, and I've been waiting for the perfect time to try that again. But while I've been doing that, I've been paying attention to what's been going on with Chasing Reality. And when they announced that Chasing Atlanta was going bye-bye, I was so disappointed because I was like, damn, I missed my opportunity to work with the hottest web reality TV show like out there. So yeah, when I started hearing about the possibility of them bringing back Atlanta, I was like, I can't wait anymore. I have to be a part of this new season. So yes, you are looking at the new co-executive producer. I'll be helping with editing, casting, and we are going to put together the best season of Chasing that you guys have ever seen, and it's gonna be so exciting. So for all my binge watchers, if you've ever called yourself a loyal binge watcher, I'm gonna need you to support me on this journey, because in 2025, you're going to get to see the first show that I've actually produced, and that is just crazy. That is crazy. That is crazy. And that's not the only exciting thing that's gonna be happening in 25, but I feel like that's enough tea for y'all right now.
Now, let's talk about that.
So get ready, because in 2025, you're gonna have so much more to binge watch when Chasing Atlanta returns for season 7. And I don't know, just thinking about it just gets me so excited, because we got Housewives returning, and you got Chasing Atlanta returning. Atlanta is about to blow up in 2025. I don't know about these other cities. I don't know what these other cities are doing, but Atlanta is about to reclaim its throne in 2025. And I honestly love that for us.
Walk, Miss Honey. Walk, bitch, walk.
So, you know what that means. If you've ever wanted to work with me, you need to go ahead and apply right now. I'm gonna put the link in the description, because we are now casting for Chasing Atlanta season 7. So if you're an entrepreneur, if you are an artist, if you are a creative, if you are just somebody who has something worth sharing, go ahead and apply to Chasing Atlanta season 7, because it's about to be the most binge-worthy season yet. Thank you guys so much for watching this video all the way to the end. I got some more big announcements for 2025, but I feel like I need to make y'all wait a couple more weeks, because like that's a lot. That's a lot right there. That was a big one right there. Y'all, I had such a blast today doing this Q&A with you guys, and I don't know, it just feels so good to be able to connect with you guys. And I promise in 2025, I'm going to take things even higher. I'm gonna do things even better. And I always wanna grow my connection with you guys. So if you haven't already, please like this video, subscribe to my channel, and become a binge watcher, because like, this is where it's at. Like, what other channel can you get all of this?
a mess. It's a hot mess, and she knows it though.
I'll wait. I mean, my battery about to die, but I'll wait. Anyways, thanks again for watching this video. I will see y'all loyal binge watchers on the next one.